Taurus, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Taurus love reading. I am sorry it has been so long since I posted the last reading for you. I've been so sick, it's unreal. Yesterday was the first day I haven't felt like complete death in a couple of months at least. So I am finally back. I didn't run away or anything like that. I know a lot of people have been emailing me and leaving comments on older videos wanting to know if everything was okay. I've just been super sick. I've had COVID a couple of times, I think. My son had COVID. It's just been a mess, so I'm finally back. Let's get on with this Taurus love reading for September 2022. We're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest here in September 2022. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Taurus, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started here. What is the mutual point of interest between Taurus and their romantic person of interest here in September 2022, please? Looks like we got something to talk about. Everything's trying to blow up already. There we go. Let's get 3 cards for you, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus as it relates to their romantic person of interest here in September 2022, please? Let's get one more for Taurus. Thank you. Right, let's get 3 cards for your person. What's going on with Taurus's romantic person of interest as it relates to Taurus and the connection between the two of them here in September 2022? We got one flip over. Alright, let's get one more for your person, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus's person as it relates to Taurus? Okay. Nice. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the Knight of Cups. Now, Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this represents actions toward love and emotions, romantic offers, romantic gestures, trying to move forward in a love offer, in a love connection, trying to advance a love connection. Right under that, we have the King of Wands. This is either Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is someone who is bold and passionate and fiery and determined and knows exactly what he wants, and he goes after what he wants with bold, passionate, fiery determination. The King of Wands does not take no for an answer. He's not the kind of person that's going to accept excuses or accept BS or, not take no for an answer on anything. He's going to go out and get what he wants here. So it looks like overall we've got some actions being taken on advancing this. We've got a lot of passion involved here, and it looks like potentially an unwillingness to accept no as an answer in terms of moving this forward. So that's looking pretty good so far. That's the overall gist of what it looks like this reading is going to talk to me about here. We'll probably come back to that a little bit more as we move along, but this mutual point of interest is shared energy that's affecting both of you. It doesn't always affect you both exactly the same way. A lot of times I don't really know what this is fully trying to tell me until we get a little bit farther and I start going through your energy. Then I'll be able to see how this relates to you, and as I go through your person's energy, I'll be able to see how it relates to them. But the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in September 2022 is the Sun. Now, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. This is a Leo Major Arcana card. So I've already seen Leo a couple of times here with this King of Wands, and now the Sun is the mutual point of interest. You might be dealing with the Leo, you might be dealing with the fire sign. I do have a little bit of fire out here in both of your energies. You could be dealing with literally any sign. This is a general reading, so I'm just going to call out all the signs as they kind of stick out to me, that way in case they mean anything to you. But the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. Really hard to get a better card than the Sun. So that's looking pretty good. Let's clarify this. Let's see what we got going on. Tell me more about the Sun. Why is this the mutual point of interest between Taurus and their romantic person of interest, please? Okay, we got one flip here. Feeling a little bit rusty. It's been a minute since I've done one of these readings for you here. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. Twos are about decisions and choices. This is a card of balance, but it's more about trying to maintain your balance or trying to regain your balance once your balance has been thrown off. A lot of times there's some emotional waves in the background here. The water's all wavy and choppy, so emotions are probably rough, off balance a little bit here. This is looking like, based on what I'm seeing so far, a situation where you're balancing something back out and trying to get back to happiness, or potentially already getting back to happiness and trying to advance a love connection here. A lot of strong desire between the two of you. This is usually like 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy, where there's a choice between two options, like do I turn left or do I turn right? It's something where you can't have both at the same time, and it's like going back and forth about it, not being fully committed, not really being fully sure which option to pick. But I'm feeling more like this is about trying to rebalance something. Yeah, trying to re-spark a connection. I have the Ace of Wands right under that. This is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. This is about passion, desire. It can be about the male phallus, using it to be intimate. This can be, you know, a new beginning in passion and desire, or this can even be like trying to re-spark passion and desire, trying to get the flame in this connection back, trying to spark it back up. I think we had a falling out at some point. We had something go wrong. I've got the Queen of Swords right underneath that. This is Libra energy. This is the I don't take no BS queen right here. This is the off with your head queen. This is about speaking the truth on something, but this is also the queen that cuts off things or people that aren't in her best interest anymore, that don't serve her anymore. A lot of times this represents a breakup or a severing of a connection. Right behind that I have the Ace of Swords, which just happens to be the sword that she's holding in her hand. It's the sword that you would use to sever a relationship, to sever a connection. It's also about truth. It's about speaking the truth here. Both cards are about speaking the truth. Two aces right here. New beginning. I'm feeling like we're starting over at square one in terms of like trying to re-spark this connection here, trying to move this connection forward. There's still a lot of passion and desire between the two of you here. Now, to clarify the Sun, I got the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Six of Pentacles is another card of balance, just like this Two of Pentacles. This is balance, it's generosity, it's reciprocity, it's equal give and take. It's like trying to balance something back out here. Now, every once in a while, this card can represent the merchant giving to two, as in someone here in this connection trying to give to more than one person. Sometimes that can be the case with this Two of Pentacles here. It can be juggling more than one person here. Could have been that there was a new connection sparked. There was someone trying to move forward in a love connection based strictly on passion and desire here. It looks like if that was the case, yeah, it could be. That got found out. It got spoken about. Like, truth came out about that. Things were severed based on that. I have another ace right behind that. So I've got 3 of the 4 aces already out here now. Aces represent new beginnings, and this is a new beginning in love and emotions. Now, this can also represent starting back over at square one in terms of the emotions in this connection, trying to start it back over again, which is kind of what I'm feeling from this Ace of Wands. I'm thinking that we had something good. Oh, yeah, we did. I've got Judgment and then the Three of Swords next. Judgment is a final decision being passed on something. This is like passing a final verdict and judgment on something. Most of the time, this is about, are we going to call this relationship dead and over with, or are we going to resurrect it? Are we going to bring it back from the grave, call it back to life, and then transform it so that it's never that way ever again? Three of Swords right behind that is more Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from the third energy. So I've got a couple of things here right off the bat that lead me to believe that there could have been someone else involved here. Some advancements being made towards someone maybe that wasn't you, or that wasn't your person. 3 of the 4 aces. Looks like the situation got severed between the two of you at some point, but there is still this element of happiness, like the sunshine that lights up my life. Like, if you look at how our solar system is put together, the sun is in the center, all the planets rotate around the sun because the sun has all the gravity. So there's a lot of happiness that comes from this connection between the two of you, a lot of gravity between the two of you, potentially more gravity than you could escape from. And even though things got kind of stuck and frozen up, possibly because someone was being a player, someone was having some secrets going on, some things that weren't fully out in the open, so to speak, something hidden in the dark. I think that got found out. That's another meaning for the sun. It's actually the card that comes directly after the moon. Something being hidden in the dark. This is things being illuminated, the sun shining on what was hidden in the dark, exposing it for what it is. Potentially someone giving to more than one person, possibly with someone from their past. The Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. This is a card of the past. It's reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be between us. It can represent someone from the past making a comeback. I know we are in Mercury retrograde right now, which a lot of times during Mercury retrograde, someone from the past will show themselves again, will try to make a comeback here. Looks like that's what's going on here. Either you or your person, one of the two, not fully certain yet, had someone from the past that they were also giving to, potentially starting something new with, or that has happened, something like that took place where there was a new person involved and things went sideways, and now we're trying to balance that back out, and maybe this person from the past is your person or you, and you guys are trying to get back together. This is a very deep emotional connection between two people here. A lot of gravity here, a lot of passion and desire. Got the Eight of Wands next. This is the second fastest moving energy in tarot. This is about rushing forward and like moving very quickly on something. A lot of passion and desire involved here. This can also represent like very fast forward movement on something, rapid back and forth passionate communication. This a lot of times will represent a lot of energy coming at both of you all at once, like too much to process, too much to handle. It's just a lot happening at once. It would be like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. It's just too much. It'll knock you on your ass and blow you halfway across the street. Again, it's not uncommon for me to not fully understand exactly what this is trying to tell me at this stage. I'll be able to see more of how this applies to you once I start going through your energy. So I'll come back to it again, but I'll also come back to it as I go through your person's energy to see how it applies to them. Now, that's the mutual shared energy that's affecting both of you. Taurus, for your energy, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Devil, and we have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. I feel like I've said Capricorn a couple of times. I've got some Taurus here, I've got some Scorpio here, I've got some Sagittarius here, I've got Leo, more Capricorn, some Libra, more Libra. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Again, I'm just going to call all the signs out as I see them in case they mean anything to you. You could literally be dealing with any sign. This Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Taurus in September 2022, please? Let's get one more. Okay, thank you. You can't make this up. Bottom of the deck, there's the Four of Pentacles again. So I'm clarifying the Four of Pentacles for you, Taurus, and I get the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Anytime that happens, that's the universe just beating me over the head going, dude, I done told you there's something going on here that Taurus does not want to let go of. Holding on tight to something, yeah, holding on tight to the idea of reconciliation, the Three of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is an energy of being reunited and celebrating. This can also sometimes represent a third-party love scenario because we do have Three Cups of Love in the picture here. I'm wondering, okay. Right under that we have the Nine of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is fear, worry, anxiety, thinking about something over and over again with all that fear and worry and anxiety behind your thinking, and doing that to the point that it's physically starting to stress you out. This is a card of sleepless nights, card of mental anguish. The person on the card has their face buried in their hands. They're covering their eyes because they don't want to see the situation in front of them. So now this could be a case where you're still trying to hold on tightly to your person after what happened here. You're still having all this passion for them, wanting to move this forward with them, still wanting to be reunited with them, and worrying about that. This could be a case that you just don't want to let go of the person, and you do want to reunite with them, but in the back of your mind you still have some worries about this third cup of love that was present. This could be a case where you don't want to let go of them, and you're worried about whether or not things can be reconciled between the two of you. Again, I'm clarifying the Four of Pentacles, which is telling me, I mean, this is your first card, and a person's first card is always their most important card. So this is telling me that there's definitely something here you don't want to let go of. I'm just not sure yet if it's your person that you don't want to let go of, or if it's this idea of all the worry and the anxiety about a third cup of love that you just can't let go of. You can't get that out of your mind. Could be causing an internal conflict for you, which could be why I saw that Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck when I clarified the shared energy affecting you both. This is a case where you're internally conflicted about something. Like in terms of your desires, a piece of you wants one thing, but another piece of you wants pretty much the opposite of that. And you're going back and forth and playing like an internal tug of war inside what it is that you actually want. Could be because we had a third party. I'm almost convinced already that we had a third party. To clarify this Four of Pentacles, I have Justice, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. I got a lot of threes here already. I got the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. I think we had a third person involved in this connection here. Justice is Libra energy. This is the most powerful card of balance in the deck. I've already seen all three cards of balance. The Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and now we've got the Big Daddy here in the Justice card. This, at its core, is about doing the right, fair, just thing. It's about using the sword to sever something that's not in balance so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can actually happen. In order for this card to be here, it usually tells me that something unfair and unjust occurred, and that needs balanced back out here. Not wanting to let go of them. It looks like you're actively trying to balance this back out, and at the same time being a little internally conflicted and worried about whether or not it can be. I've got the Three of Pentacles next, which is going a step backwards from this Four of Pentacles that I'm clarifying, and this Four of Pentacles also on the bottom. This is a card of teamwork. It's Capricorn energy. It's teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be working together to build is that Ten of Pentacles, which is the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and resources, combining all that together into one family. So it's like we're trying to balance this back out, get back to a spot where you guys are working together to build something. But with all these threes being involved, and seeing this fear and worry and anxiety also related to Three Cups, it's making me feel like there's still some stuff under the surface for you, and that could be something that you're still holding on to, even though you do want to balance this unfairness out and put things right. Got the Three of Wands here as the final clarifier. This is Aries energy. This is a card of waiting. This is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting the thing that you actually want. In the card right before this, the Two of Wands, you're at this fork in the road, like a crossroads in your life, some decision point about what is it that I really, really want for my life, and which path do I go down in order to get that, and which path do I have to leave behind in order to get that. In this card, you've already made that decision about what it is that you really want, and you've already started taking steps down that path, trying to get what you want to manifest itself. And it just hasn't happened yet, so you're kind of stuck in this spot where you're waiting on it to actually materialize here. I'm not 100% sure at this stage you guys have gotten back together. I think there's a desire on your end to do that, but also a little bit of hesitancy there based on what happened. Your central energy here in September 2022, Taurus, is the Devil. This is more Capricorn energy. I feel like I've said Capricorn quite a bit already. I see quite a bit of fire out here. This is usually a heavy toxic energy. This is obsession or addiction or a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like you can't escape from something, feeling like something is controlling you. Usually not a pleasant energy to be in. Now, I don't know if you can see very well on the card, but this is the Fool trapped inside this cage, and the cage has chains connected to the Devil. And the Fool's got his face buried in his hands because he's so afraid of the situation, he doesn't want to face it, which we kind of saw here with this Nine of Swords in the story on the bottom of the deck a second ago. If the Fool would summon up his courage and his bravery for a minute and just look at the situation for what it is, he'd realize that he's not trapped. The cage door is wide open. The chains are connected to the cage, not him. He could just get out of this cage and walk away, and there's not really a damn thing the Devil can do about it. So a lot of times this Devil energy only really has the power over you that you give it by being afraid to face it and afraid to deal with it. Now, this could be that you don't want to let go of your person and you're obsessing about it. There could be some negative energy surrounding you, or this could be your person's energy showing up central in your energy because whatever is going on with them has affected you so strongly. So let me clarify this and find out, why is the Devil here for Taurus, please? Tell me more about the Devil. I'm taking an extra one, looks like. Okay. I see. Bottom of the deck. Judgment. Twice I've seen this now. This is a final decision. You passing your own final verdict and judgment on something, and it's almost always a decision about, do we call this dead and over with, or can we resurrect this? Can we bring it back to life, call it back from the dead, and transform it in a way that it's never going to be toxic like it was again? Ace of Wands, can we spark this back up? Now, this could be saying there was some toxicity involved here in this connection between the two of you, and judgment was passed because of that, and the toxicity stemmed from someone following their wand and not their heart. And that led to the Queen of Swords, things being severed. Seems like it's telling me the same story there again, just a little bit different version of it. To clarify the Devil, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords, King of Swords. Don't like seeing the swords in a love reading. Usually not a good sign here. 8 of Pentacles, this is Virgo energy. This is the card of work. This is about putting in the work, putting in the time, the effort, and the energy to get something that you want. Or at the very least, being willing to put the work and the effort and the energy into something. This is feeling like there was toxicity involved, and even though that's the case, it's like you're still in your decision making leaning toward putting in the work, leaning toward trying to re-spark the passion and the desire in this connection here. I think that would be the fair, just thing for you, putting in the work to balance this back out, because I really don't see that you want to let go of this. Got the 4 of Wands next. This is Aries energy. This is looking okay because we just had the 3 of Wands, and now we're making progress going up to the 4 of Wands, the next step in that journey. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. Here you've made the choice of what it is you're trying to manifest. You're at the beginning stages of manifesting it, just waiting on it to happen. It hasn't quite happened yet. Now it looks like work has been put in on it, and the thing that you're waiting on, the thing you're trying to manifest, this is a celebration card of it actually appearing in reality here. The 4s are about stability, so this is like stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. Looks like we're putting in work on that, and we've got some teamwork and collaboration. So it's looking like at this beginning column here in your energy, things weren't being put back together yet, but now it looks like that's what's going on. or at least that's what you're obsessing about, possibly not wanting to let go of that idea and trying to make a decision about that. But I've got this Seven of Swords here. This is Aquarius energy. A lot of times this is lying, cheating, stealing, deceptive behavior, sneaking around behind backs, overall trying to get away with something. Now that's not the only meaning to this card. Sometimes this can be a card of like not wanting to be hurt, like self-preservation. The person in the card is stealing these 5 swords because they don't want these swords used against them. They don't want to be hurt anymore. So they're stealing the swords to make sure they can't be hurt. It can also be about leaving something behind, though. This person can only carry 5 of the 7 swords, and he's got to leave 2 behind. So this could be about leaving someone behind, although I don't see that. I see plenty of evidence that you don't want to let go of them and don't want to leave them behind. This could be a case because I've got this 3 of Wands waiting on it. Like in the back of your mind, one of those things that you could be worried about was they had some toxicity that caused them to do some dumb stuff. And it's almost like there's a small piece of you waiting on that kind of thing to happen again, or afraid that that's going to happen again. And I've got the King of Swords, more Aquarius energy. Sometimes this is Gemini energy. I don't know about this. This is a very logical, smart, analytical person. This is head over heart decision maker right here. This is someone who does not consult their emotions when they're making a decision. They're only interested in the truth and the facts of the matter and what they can see right in front of them. And they're going to make the best, most logical, most rational, most fair decision available for everyone involved based on just the facts, not the emotions here. And that's one thing that's glaring at me here in your energy, is I don't see any cups. There are no emotional energies here in your energy so far. I do have the 6 of Cups central to the shared energy that's affecting you both, and I do have the Knight of Cups here in the overall energy. So there's definitely emotions here. I just feel like you're doing a really good job of not letting your emotions get involved in your decision making. Now, this could be telling me that you were dealing with an Aquarius or a Gemini or someone who fits the description, regardless of what sign they are, a very smart, logical, analytical, head over heart, not like an emotionally detached kind of a decision maker that was doing some sneaky, deceptive stuff, and you're still willing to work on it, and you're trying to get some sort of a judgment here to kind of get you back to the happiness that you guys had before, to balance that out, to bring the connection back, and then to allow it to move forward very quickly again. The final card for you, Taurus, in September 2022, 7 of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card about being walled off and defensive. It's about defending your position on something, defending your stance on something, being willing to fight for what it is that you believe in, fight for what you desire, fight for this connection. Tell me more about this 7 of Wands for Taurus, please. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Bottom of the deck, 4 of Pentacles. Again, very interesting that your energy starts out with the 4 of Pentacles. When I clarified it, I had the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. Now I'm clarifying your last card, and your energy is ending with the 4 of Pentacles again. Holding on tight to something, not wanting to let go of it, possibly feeling trapped. Another meaning to this, kind of just like I was saying with the Sun having so much gravity that you feel like you can't escape it. This can be the kind of a connection that's so powerful, that's got so much magnetic pull to it that you feel like you can't escape it. You don't want to let go of it. And here it looks like you're trying to fight for it. You're trying to hold on to it and not let go of it. Looking for reconciliation again. Trying to be reunited and celebrating so that things can move forward. See, this is the overall energy of the reading. The Knight of Cups. Moving forward in the love connection, advancing the love connection. So that's looking good. Looks like you're willing to fight for it. You're willing to put the work in on trying to balance this out, get everything back to the way it should be. Clarifying this 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's rare that I make it through a person's energy and there are no cups involved. You don't have a single cup on the table in your energy. Again, doing a really good job of not letting your emotions get involved in your decision making. But that is still a little bit odd. Like, why are you trying so hard to hold on to this and fight for it and advance it and get it back when there's no love and emotions present out here? That's a little odd to me. This Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. So now I've seen all 4 aces already in this reading, and we're just now about at the halfway point here. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity being presented to you, a practical, tangible opportunity. This is not like an idea or a concept. It's a physical, tangible, you can touch it with your hands kind of a thing here. Some sort of an opportunity, potentially to fight for this connection, potentially to put the work in on this connection in terms of balancing it back out. Next we have the 7 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is a card about taking a pause to reflect and take stock of this whole situation that you're finding yourself in. Take stock of this connection. What you're doing is looking at the seeds that have been planted between the two of you, and you're trying to decide, is this going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want? That maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. Is this going to grow into a spot where we're going to combine our lives together into one, get to this stable, happy home life, this stable connection between the two of us where we're actively working together as equals to build this 10 of Pentacles? Is this going to turn into that? Or is this a spot where maybe it's not going to pan out the way that I want it to be, and maybe this is a spot where I should just cut my losses and move on? This represents that period of time where you're pausing to reflect and ask yourself those types of questions. Probably because there was some toxicity going on. Probably because someone was thinking with their wand, doing some sneaky deceptive stuff, got emotionally detached, cold and calculated. It looks like something unfair happened at some point, potentially with someone from their past. And it looks like you're doing an alarmingly good job of keeping your emotions out of it and just trying to be logical and rational and look at what's right in front of you here. But for some reason, still not wanting to let go of this, still wanting to fight for it. Got the Queen of Pentacles as the final clarifier for you. This is Capricorn energy. This is the centerpiece of the 10 of Pentacles, like the combining together. The 10 of Pentacles is created by the Queen and the King of Pentacles. She's the centerpiece that the King of Pentacles would build that happy, stable, abundant, prosperous home life around. She would manage the assets and the resources of the home and the family life. Not wanting to let go of it, reconciling, advancing the love connection, and there's the damn devil again. Almost feeling like that's what's supposed to happen, like I can't really escape from that. I don't know if you know, but these are the two people from the Lover's card, and here they're chained to the devil. Like, this is such a powerful connection. You feel like you can't escape it. Wanting to fight for it, wanting to hold on to it. I think there is a lot of happiness that you get out of this connection. And I think if you could have your way, you would balance this back out. You would get the connection back and things would be able to move forward. But at the same time, it feels like what got exposed to you, what you saw, was your person giving to two. They were giving to you, giving to someone else. Potentially they had someone they didn't want to let go of either. They had someone that was a third cup of love in the picture here. They could have been taking romantic gestures, romantic actions toward another person, following their passion here. That's your energy. Let me scoot this over and get a little bit more room here. That's your energy in the connection for September 2022, Taurus. Let's take a look at your person's energy, because in their energy they have the Two of Wands, the Tower, and the Star. This Two of Wands, we kind of alluded to this a little bit ago when we talked about your Three of Wands. This is that fork in the road. It's a crossroads in your person's life. It's a decision point. Wands are about passion and desire. This can sometimes represent a decision between two different people they have desire for. It's a 2. 2s are always about choices or decisions here. So your person is at a crossroads. Tell me about this 2 of Wands for Taurus's person, please. Why is the 2 of Wands here? Let's get one more on this 2 of Wands. Thank you. All right. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Cups again. Again, this is the overall energy of the reading. I think your person had a choice to make on who they wanted to advance in a love connection with. 9 of Swords, fear, worry, and anxiety, Gemini energy. It's thinking about it so much with fear and worry and anxiety about this choice on who to advance with it. It physically stressed them out. This is oftentimes when I see this card with something like this and related to that kind of a choice, it's like your person doesn't even want to see the situation, or they're fearful and worried that they're going to get found out in what they're doing. To clarify this 2 of Wands, this decision they've got: Hanged Man, Death, Knight of Pentacles. That actually looks halfway decent, honestly. Like, when I see the Tower as the central energy, it's like clearly this decision that they had to make, them advancing in a love connection somewhere, caused some sort of a Tower moment, caused something to come apart here in terms of this connection. But the very next card is the card that immediately comes after the Tower in the sequence of the major arcana. So this is looking actually pretty good, that things fell apart and now there's this hope and this healing taking place. And even in terms of this decision, we've got things being stuck with this Pisces Hanged Man energy. This is progress being halted, no forward movement happening, things being stuck and not moving forward at all, probably because there's a decision that needs to be made. But then we've got Death here, which is Scorpio's major arcana card. This is a transformation, like a massive transformation taking place. Like, it's like a metamorphosis. Like, if you think about a caterpillar, it goes into a cocoon, and when it comes out of that cocoon, it's not a caterpillar anymore. It is a beautiful butterfly instead, but the process to get from that caterpillar into the butterfly is very painful. It's not a fun time for that caterpillar. It's not having a party in that cocoon. It's actually dying and turning into something else. So we have some progress being stuck, and then some massive transformation taking place, possibly around things getting exposed that there was giving to more than one person. And it looks like that thing getting exposed, it's what's leading to a transformation where we're going from being completely stuck and not moving at all to this really slow moving Knight of Pentacles energy. This is the slowest knight in the deck. This is like one foot in front of the other, very slow, very methodical, like that story, the tortoise and the hare. This ain't the hare, this is the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race. A lot of times this is a very frustrating type of an energy, because this would indicate someone wanting something to happen like at a much faster pace than what they're seeing it happen at. A lot of times when a person is going through this Knight of Pentacles type of an energy, it feels almost exactly like the Hanged Man. Most people can't really tell the difference between being completely stuck and this Knight of Pentacles energy. But this isn't stuck. Movement is happening. Progress is being made. It just may not feel like it at the time. So we're going from being completely stuck to having some sort of transformation in that, some transformation in the decision that they're stuck in, to actual forward movement now. Even though it is slow, I think they're wanting a faster pace, or you're wanting a faster pace than what you're seeing happen here. Central to your person's energy for September 2022, Taurus, we have the Tower. Again, this is a very abrupt change taking place, very abrupt shift. This is like a foundation rocking event where something comes crashing down, something comes falling apart here. A lot of times this can be the collapse of a relationship. Tell me about the Tower, please. Why is the Tower here for Taurus's person? Why is the Tower here? Let's get one more on the Tower, please. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups again. Forward movement, advancing a love connection here. Moving forward in a love connection, making advancements, in a love connection. Three of Cups, Cancer energy, being reunited and celebrating. This is a reconciliation card. Also, though, I think your person had someone else involved here. There was a third cup of love in this picture. Either someone from their past, as in someone that they were with prior to you, or were with at some point prior, or just someone that they knew for some period of time. It doesn't have to be someone that they used to be with. It could just be someone that they've known for a period of time. In other words, not a brand new person. It's not like they went to a bar one night, bumped into some new chick that they'd never seen before, or some new dude that they'd never seen before, and sparked up something new. This is someone that they already knew that they were moving forward with. But now that got exposed. There's been a transformation. I think the choice got made for them because things got exposed, and the relationship between the two of you looks like it collapsed, at least on the surface. Like, you didn't want to let it go. I don't think they wanted to let it go either, and now we're trying to move it forward again, trying to balance it back out, trying to get to the happiness again, because there's so much gravity to this that I don't think either of you can let it go. To clarify this Tower, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. So I have like a complete absence of water in your energy. No cups whatsoever. And in your person's energy, I've got a Pisces Hanged Man, a Scorpio Death card, and all three of these cards are cups. So there is definitely a lot of love and emotions that your person has for you. I feel like your person is not doing nearly as good of a job at keeping their emotions out of their decision making as you are. The Seven of Cups is Scorpio energy. This is options and choices, but confusion about the options and choices. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of different stuff in these cups, a lot of different ways this situation could play itself out. And your person doesn't want to make any kind of a mistake and pick the wrong thing here. But these clouds around the cups, the smoke or the clouds, represent obscured vision, like, what is the word I'm looking for here? Clouded judgment. This can represent being intoxicated or just being confused about what to pick here because the Tower came crashing down all around them. Next we have the Queen of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is a lot of love and emotions that your person still feels for you. The Queen of Cups wants to give her love and emotions to someone. She's the only one that has a lid on her cup, though, and that's because she's gotten something in her emotions before. Her emotions have been contaminated before, so she keeps a lid on it to make sure that that doesn't happen again. But what she really wants to do is take the lid off and pour her love and emotions into someone. I feel like that's how your person is viewing you. Even though you're doing one hell of an amazing job at keeping your emotions out of this. At least energetically you are. Final clarifier for the Tower is the Page of Cups. This is news and messages and communication about love and emotions, like romantic offers, romantic messages. This can represent an apology even. I think when the Tower came down for your person, it rocked their world, and that is what made them realize how stupid they were being and how much they actually have love and emotions for you. And I think now they may have started expressing that. If you haven't heard them apologizing or expressing that or trying to move this connection forward toward reconciliation with you, you're going to hear from them soon, because I have another page right under that, Page of Pentacles, news and messages and communications about some practical, tangible opportunity. A lot of times this represents planning for the future. I feel like your person is probably moving slowly in that end. So if you haven't heard from them yet, you're going to be hearing from them probably in the month of September. The final card for your person is the Star. Like I said, this is the card that comes immediately after the Tower. When the Tower comes crashing down and nothing's the same for your person as it was the day before this event happened, it's really hard to see their path moving forward from there. It's like, the hell do I do now? Everything's different. Everything has abruptly changed. What I believed is no longer accurate. It's really hard to see your way moving forward. And the Star is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for your person so that they can see the path moving forward from here. This is where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. And that's what this card usually represents, that your person is viewing you now as the one for them, and that they're having the hope that this situation between the two of you can be healed, can be put back together, and we can move forward and reconcile and get back together here. Tell me about the Star. Why is the Star here for Taurus's person, please? Why is the Star here? I gotta look through this and make sure nothing else flipped over. That felt kind of funny. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. This is most people's goal in terms of love and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale ending card, the happy fairy tale love connection card, like the type of love, true love, that we're all looking for. And I feel like your person now, after this Tower came crashing down, has realized that they had that with you. You are the one for them. You're the sunshine that lights up their life. King of Pentacles right under that. This is Virgo energy. Sometimes this can represent Taurus energy as well. And I've got the Queen of Pentacles already out here on your side of the table. So this is counterparts. This is a power couple. These are two cards that are supposed to be together, which usually represents two people that are probably supposed to be together, at least in terms of how your person is viewing this. And you're the one for them. You're the true love for them. I think you may not have heard from them about reconciling just yet. I've got the Hermit next, which is Virgo energy. This is a card of withdrawal, isolation. It's about being forced inside themselves to do some deep soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation about what the hell do I do moving forward from here. This is about shining that light. Interesting. The thing inside the Hermit's lantern is the Star, and that's the card I'm clarifying right now. This is about using the light of the Star to shine it into the shadows of themselves, into the darkness of themselves. I'm pretty sure that's what this Devil energy is. They had some toxicity, they had some deep-seated stuff going on that was kind of controlling their actions and controlling their emotional response and what they did. I think at some point they were trying to keep that hidden from you, and it got exposed. But this is them having the courage to shine that light inside themselves and take a look at what's going on in the shadows of themselves so that they can figure out what to do moving forward from here. It's kind of good that I see this card here, but this can indicate that communication is slowed down drastically, could indicate that there's no communication at all, or if there is, it's a lot different than what it used to be. We've got both of them here, the Hanged Man and the Hermit. These cards are very similar in that they're both about trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. It's just the difference is in where is the focus being placed here. In the Hanged Man, the focus is directed externally, outside themselves, looking at the things and the people and trying to figure out why is all of this stuck because of the things and the people outside of me. This is like victim mentality sometimes. But then we've got that transformation taking place with that. This is about looking inside themselves to find out why it's stuck. Looking at what the hell's wrong with me what would make me do some stuff like that that's got this all messed up now, and how do I work on myself so that this can move forward from here? I think that's what they're doing. They're looking at, how can I regain the balance in this connection? How can we get this back? How can we fix this? Also probably looking at, what in the hell would make me try to juggle two people? What would make it so that I can't make that decision about that? Again, giving to two. I feel like that was kind of hidden, not just from you. I don't really think they had a full grasp on what the hell they were doing either, honestly. To clarify the star, there's the Ace of Wands again, the Moon again, and the Ten of Wands. The Ace of Wands, again, is that spark of passion, the spark of desire. It's a passionate new beginning. But this can also represent having the hope that this connection can be healed, having the hope that we can re-spark the passion and the desire in this connection and get it back. Possibly still being a little bit confused about how to do that because the Tower came down. Them not wanting to make a mistake and speak too soon, express their feelings too soon, which could be why you may not have heard from them yet. It could be why things are still a little bit stuck and stagnant right now. But that is, if it hasn't already transformed and things have started to move, that's coming very soon. Because your person is definitely coming to the conclusion that you are the one for them. You're the happy fairy tale love connection they've always dreamed of. Next we have the Moon, which is more Pisces energy. So again, more water again. I've got water in every column of their cards. The Moon is fear, worry, and anxiety. It's also a feeling of something being hidden in the dark, or something being hidden from you, some secret being kept, something they don't want you to know about. It can also just be fear, worry, and anxiety your person is feeling because of uncertainty. Like they're confused. There's clouded judgment has happened for them, and that's what's gotten things stuck, and I think they're still in the process of trying to sort themselves out here. It could also be that what you don't know in this situation at one point was that they were giving to more than one person, but that got exposed, and now what you don't know is just how much love and emotions they still have for you, and that they're trying to transform this situation. It could be you don't know that because they haven't communicated with you yet, because they're still stuck in hermit mode, and they're still going back and forth about whether or not we can ever get to this Ten of Pentacles, whether or not we can ever get to the Hierophant. This is a marriage card. This sometimes is a marriage card. The other marriage card out here in your energy, central to your entire energy, Four of Wands. I don't know if you guys lived together, or were talking about that, or were like moving in that direction in terms of the strength of this connection. Clearly you don't want to let go of it. They don't want to let go of it. I think they're afraid right now of making another mistake that makes it worse. Yeah, they're afraid of running into that Queen of Swords again. There's the Ace of Swords again. There's the Ace of Cups again. I got all the aces out here again. They're wanting to start this back over with you, is what they're wanting to do. And this Queen of Swords is pretty deep down in here. But I do have the King of Swords in your energy. We saw the King and the Queen of Pentacles, two cards that are supposed to be together, two people that are probably supposed to be together. It's like that for every suit except the Swords. And with the Swords, it's two people that used to be together. Now, I don't have that actually out here on the table. So this is not a case where this is dead and over with and done and there's no way to fix it. It's not that at all, but I think that's what your person is afraid of. I think that's one of the things that they're worried about. One of the things where they don't want to make a mistake. They don't want... As far as they're concerned right now, yes, this has changed, but it can be fixed. It can be healed. It can be brought back. And I think they're afraid of making a mistake to make it so that that's not possible anymore. I think that's the burden that your person is wrestling with right now. Sagittarius energy of the Ten of Wands. This is a heavy burden that your person's carrying, and rightfully so. It looks like they clearly did some stupid stuff that they shouldn't have done, and they got caught doing it. and they're dealing with the burden of that. They want to express their emotions to you. They want to be able to move this forward again. Again, they want to be able to advance this connection with you. They know what they want. They don't want to take no for an answer, and I think they're carrying the burden of what they did, the damage they caused, and they're also carrying the burden of, if I make one more mistake, this is going to be irreparable and I won't be able to fix it. And I think that's causing them a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry, probably a lot of stress. I'm just not sure if you see that yet, because I'm not sure if they've actually communicated with you and expressed their feelings and apologized to you yet. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Taurus love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and I'll see you in the next video.